Melissa, my favorite oil. Welcome, guys. I am pumped about tonight. The other oils that I'm loving are Arbor Vitae, and I did a short video about this, but bergamot, love them, you guys. I'm like obsessed with these. I've been putting these on a couple of times a day, and I've been getting tons of energy, feeling better, helping me emotionally. Just love it. So welcome. Excited. All right, hey guys. We're having a little party here. All right, so I have 2 pages of notes. I just put some music on while we get started, but they are a little bit random, so I didn't even know what to call this call, because I have a bunch of random things going on, updates, some recognition, some ideas, thoughts, and then conference updates, and just things that have been coming up in conversations with people lately. So if you guys have a question at the end, I'm going to open up Q&A. Yes, Cubs, go Cubs, Nicci. So I'm originally from Chicago, right, from Illinois, and then we moved away, and now we're back, so now it's cool to wear this shirt again. It was not cool when I was in Indiana and Ohio. We were the only ones in Ohio with our Cubs flag up when we played them. Alrighty, you guys. So first, awesome job. Some of you guys are having your best months ever, and Nicci, you are one of them, so I'm definitely recognizing you. So we have, let's see how many people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that already hit the High Five Club for this month. So congratulations, you guys are doing awesome. Nicci has enrolled like between 10 to 16 people already. It is insane. So Nicci has been our top enroller, Nicci Lynn. Yes, way to go. She is awesome. And actually, Nicci, I'm going to share one of your ideas on the call because I think it's genius. This girl is genius. Like, it's really awesome. Nicci, actually, I know she has 8 kids and she homeschools. She lives on a farm. And she's just like rocking her business. And so, Nicci, I don't know if you are away or if you are outside. If you have a minute, let me know, and maybe I can bring you on live and you can just share some of the things that's been working for you, because I think people would love to hear it. But anyway, I know it's hard to get on video, so if you can't, that's fine. Some of the other top enrollers are Andrea Foley, Amy Lipp, Robin Rhodes, Allie Benton, Amy Schultz, and Tamara. Oh, I botched your last name. Palagi. I scribbled the last thing. Oh, yay. So, Tamara, awesome. Nicci said she can do it. I'm going to bring her on before she changes her mind. Hey, guys. All right, welcome to everybody. I'm going to get Nicci on really quick. Let's see, this is so unplanned, but let's do this. All right, I know she has a call right after this. Inviting her now. So she has been enrolling like crazy every single month. She's actually going for diamond shortly. So I'm pretty pumped. She hit platinum in 3 months. Hey, Nicci.
Hey!
So thanks. So I don't know if you heard us while you were getting on, but I was just saying, so you went platinum in 3 months.
Yes.
You went silver first month, then gold, then platinum, yes. And you've been kind of going crazy ever since and working for diamond. Which is pretty
It's been insane.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm so glad you're coming on. If you can, do you just want to share a few things that's been like working for you, or any tips, or like if you could tell anyone, like as you're talking to your team or someone, how do you do it all? What's working?
I don't. For me, is a big thing, power hours for me. So having like those dedicated times. For me, it's early morning, like 6 to 7:30, and then late at night, like 8:30 to, depending on how late I want to stay up. Because like I have 8 kids and we don't have like a nanny or anything, and we homeschool. So that's big for me this month. Like enrollment wise, I think a lot of that was like seeds that I had planted from the very beginning. And a lot of it is just taking the time. I really did a lot of like calls this month. So like actually getting on the phone with people. Usually I use Facebook Messenger audio because it's easy. I don't have to remember everybody's phone number, and I don't have to have everybody having my personal number if I don't know them personally. and it's just easy that way. So I've been using that a lot. Like you had said earlier, the voice recording, I think that's huge for people to be able to hear your excitement and your personality coming through. And I think honestly, a lot of it's just being real with people. Like, I think when I first started, there was this, like, I didn't want to say the wrong thing, and you don't want to do the wrong thing. And then you kind of get comfortable with it. And I think people can feel that familiarity and that, like, realness in you. And so I think that's a part of it. But definitely, like, those seeds that I planted with the samples, and having that's the sampling, the 50 samples really required me to open that abundance mindset, because I knew that some of those samples that were going out were going to people that would never buy a kit, or I didn't figure they would ever buy a kit. And I had to just be willing to, like, sprinkle samples all over the place and let it rain samples. And so many enrollments came out of that. And then another thing that I decided to do was give the Essential Life book with enrollment of a Home Essentials kit with an LRP setup. And I did this for, a couple different reasons. But one, I think when you have the oil and the book is what empowers you to use your oil. So it adds value to what you're giving them. And so when they have oil and they have no idea how to use it, and they may or may not be on their pages, if they have a book in front of them, it allows them to empower. It allows them to know, I mean, just opens up so many windows, and it piques an interest. And it's a pretty book, so, like, you want to look through it. Yeah. And then second of all, it allows them, if they set up their LRP to get the book, it allows them to kind of know what oils to put on their LRP. It usually keeps them on it, because now it can be used for everything. And it creates that love affair with them that should be there anyway, but it kind of facilitates that. So it shows them, like, this isn't just for lavenders, just for sleep. There's, like, tons of other stuff it does. And I figured this out on accident. It helps you with your trip incentive. So you get extra points if your people are on LRP that you enroll. So I didn't know this. This card, I have no idea what it is. And so she explained it. And then I went on actually just last month and figured out that you get extra points for the incentive trip for Punta Cana with LRP setups of your enrollments. So I'm going to Punta Cana.
Yeah, I know you are. Oh, she's like top in the whole company. Okay, so I don't know if you can read the comments, but everyone's kind of freaking out. They're saying great idea. They love that the LRP idea too, and that was on my list of things that I was like, oh my gosh, people need to hear this, because it is genius. We were doing the book with the order, but you do have another incentive going on if they order the Home Essential Kit, but then you give them the book with the LRP. Is it 100 LRP, or do you just say an LRP, or what do you?
I'm doing 100 LRP, because the LRP, here's where it too, like, if you're just starting out and that book is a little expensive to commit to reinvest in your team, because I totally get it. Like, when you're first starting out and your fast starts are a big percentage of your income, that's kind of hard to give that up. But if you set up the LRP, so say they enrolled with a Home Essentials Kit, you're going to get a $45 fast start. You get to keep that, other than, like, what goes into the few things that I put in their intro packet. But then their LRP is going to be at 100. You're going to get 20% of that, which is $20. And I buy the books by 10, so they're like $18, and they cost me like $4 to ship them. So I'm only spending $22 on the book shipped. So basically it pays back. I don't get a fast start on their second month, but I think investing in your customers is, again, an abundance mindset, and it's a long-term thing. So I think it's totally worth it.
Love that. We're getting thumbs ups from that. Okay, and you guys ask questions, and Nick, can you see the comments or no?
Yes, I'm not paying any attention though. I'm like,
no, that's fine. I just didn't know if I should be reading all of them. Okay, so if you guys have questions for her, let me know. But one thing, what do you send in your welcome guides? Or your welcome?
Hold on, I'll grab one real quick.
Is it Nicci?
Oh, you know what? I don't have any makeup. I usually send the Virage skincare thing. And then I send the vitamin thing. I send a sample of Deep Blue Rub, and I send a sample of shampoo and conditioner. And if they have kids, the PBSS Junior. And then I usually will ask them if they want any samples of oils, because they're setting up that LRP. I want them to fall in love with the ones they want. And for me, a lot of it was like trying it before you buy it. I want to make sure that I like it. And so anything that they want, I mean, I'm not sending out like 100 samples, but 3 or 4 samples of some oils that they want to try. Again, I think treating your customers right and really offering them a lot of value, I think makes a big difference. So I just asked them, I'm like, if it's in my collection, like you can have a sample of it. And I actually had somebody ask for heliochrysum, and that's an expensive one, but it's like, when we had talked about this before, like what's the point of a Ferrari if you don't want that, even if you don't buy it, just to be able to have that, if they see you with that abundance mindset and giving and all that stuff, it makes a big difference in their trust with you and their relationship with you. So if I have it in my collection, I offer it as a sample. And I'm sampling actually rose this month. That's the promo this month, is I'm going to.
And that's an abundant mindset.
Yes.
Right there. You can't even buy that.
So yeah, they're gonna get a sample of those, and they're loving it because they can't buy it. So it's kind of cool to be able to share that with them. And I didn't know I was getting it, so it was a blessing to me as well.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so if you don't mind staying on, I actually do have more questions.
No, that's fine.
This is better than what I had planned. Trust me. You are so great. So okay, so we talked before about your rose sample, but you do a 1 milliliter with like a couple of drops, right? And then the rest coconut oil, so they can just roll it right on.
Yes.
Right?
I got that tip from Jackie Ritz.
Yes.
One of her videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And then what about Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, what about your other samples that you send out? Are those roller bottles too, or just like the 10 or 15 drops, or what do you do with that?
I will usually ask them how they want to use it. If they have a home essentials kit, obviously they have a diffuser. So like elevation, I will usually send like in a, a sample bottle with a top. I always tell them to, like, if I'm giving them a sample, a lot of the people are asking for vetiver.
Oh, because you talk about that all the time.
Mm-hmm. And vetiver, it's really thick. Usually send like a sample. Time I bought vetiver, I like, what's wrong? I can't get it out of the thing. Just so thick. So I will send, like, always like on how to use it. I probably over info them, but I'm that person that likes that, so I tend to do that with other people. So I'm using voice message a lot, kind of what you said the other day too, and letting them know like them. So if you're going to put how many drops in your diffuser, and I will ask them, how do you want to use this? Are you going to use this in a diffuser? Are you going to use this topically? And then I will make the bottles how they are. So.
Wow. Okay. So no wonder why you like growing like crazy. And you have a really good LRP, like in your whole organization. By the 15th of the month, you are insane. Like, you're pretty fast. And that's which is great.
It gives you a good base. It gives you a good foundation. We have a lot of great builders on our team too. So the effort's being multiplied all the way down. So everybody's just, and we have, everybody, I don't have anybody on the team yet that I'm like, we just have a really, really great team of girls. So it's enjoyable.
Okay. I just realized I didn't have my light on. Makes a difference.
I don't either. Mine's like, I don't have batteries in it. So
yeah, now it's a bee shelter. So we got bee chair. Okay, so another question. When you send out all those samples, how did you follow up with all those people when you did the 50 samples? Or did they come to you, or was it both?
No. Well, some people told me they got them. I usually wait about a week. That gives them a chance to get them. I use Stamps.com samples because they tell you when they get them. Stamps.com.
Wait, say that. Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that way there's a tracking number on it. And so I do this for 2 reasons, because I don't have any up here that I have. I like to keep records of it. So what I do is when I do samples, when I do, my power, I actually go on to the Facebook Messenger that I'm talking to them, snap a photo of the tracking number, and then send it to them. That way also I can go back and make sure, yes, I sent this and it should be, you know, this is the tracking number on it.
Okay.
And then I'm totally like a paper planner person. And so I've got this like raggedy old junky binder that was like an old homeschool stuff. And I just keep them like their name, what I sampled them, how I got in touch with them, whether it was email or Instagram or Facebook, or, you know, if I gave it to them personally. And then I have a place for when I followed up, and then I have a check mark if they joined as a customer. And I will just go through and follow up. And then every time I have a new promo, I will usually pop in and just tell them about what that month's promo is. So that's how I do it. I've actually just started a Google form for samples though, and I'm liking that.
Yeah.
So basically
fill it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It keeps track of it for me so that I can't lose it. And basically it's just name, mailing address, email address. That way I can put them on my constant contact and it's a little bit easier. Facebook name or URL, because it's hard to find some people.
Yep.
Samples requested. So I just let them put in there what they want. And then how do you intend to use it? And then there's just, they can pre-made internally or aromatically in a diffuser or a diffuser necklace. And then how old is the person that it's intended for? Because it's obviously, if it's for a newborn, I'm going to dilute it down a lot more than if it's for, you know, a 13-year-old. And then your experience with oils. And I left 3 options for them. Never use them and love them, but have not tried doTERRA brand, or have used and am loving doTERRA, but not currently enrolled. Because part of the stipulation, what I put at the very beginning is, I'll read it because I don't remember what I put. Samples are restricted to non-customers and non-wellness advocates. If you are currently enrolled with doTERRA or a customer under another wellness advocate, please respect their business and contact them. And then I just put #business integrity. That way I'm not sampling a whole bunch of other people's customers.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. And that happens too. So,
yeah.
Okay. Amazing. I think we all need to like learn how to live from you. Not just business, but life.
It's totally not as organized as it seems. It sounds organized. In my mind, it seems like a mass organic chaos, but that's kind of how my brain works. So
yeah. Oh
so, yeah.
my God. You guys, what questions do you guys have for her? I know she's awesome. And she does, she's at A Farmhouse Full on Instagram, if you guys want to follow her. And on YouTube too. She doesn't talk all of doTERRA, which is actually one of the things I was going to say. When you guys are posting, 80% non-doTERRA and then 20% doTERRA. So it's the 80-20 rule, and just sprinkle in your products and your business with your daily life, you know, and make sure you don't take the summer off of posting. That's the worst thing you can do, is take off the summer of posting. Stay consistent with what you're doing and live your life, and you will attract the people to you. And Nicci's a really good example of that. She's out living her life, you know, and just sharing. Their kids are outside, they're doing this, they're in the car, they're whatever they're doing, you know, and then she attracts the people to her with hashtags and just, you know, living her life. Right, Nicci? I mean,
hashtags are huge.
Yeah.
So hashtags are like a huge. And already enrolled. You know, you want people to be attracted to you for you, because you are your brand. And so that's a big one. Also, like when you're posting, keep in mind, I think people tend to think, oh, let's take a really pretty picture from doTERRA. And quite honestly, a really crappy photo of yourself is better than a stock beautiful photo, because it's personable. People are going to like a picture of you and your husband, even if it's grainy, even if, you know, it's not the best lighting, even if, you know, it's not the most flattering photo, because it's you. Whereas if it's a picture, but everybody else is going to just go,
yep.
word for it. Keeps your feed cohesive to your brand.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, baby. It keeps it cohesive to you. So yeah, I definitely you can put some posts in there of products, but keep it where like like literally, so it wasn't a picture of the box or anything like that. Yes, I am. All right. Good night, buddy. Love you.
That's how I am. I literally have my daughter watching Andrew.
I'm doing from downstairs.
Yeah, Brittany's breaking up a little bit too.
Okay.
Michelle said, what do you recommend, Nicci, Facebook group or page? Oh, she has both. I'll let her answer that. My worry is a page that doesn't always pop up in someone's feed. Okay, so Michelle wants to know if you recommend a Facebook group or page or
group.
How would you
for
respond?
sure? I would say not to people who have already found you funnel, because my group is all doTERRA and they know that, and they're there because they want to be there. They can leave when they want, they can come in when they want, they can add people. My husband's in here looking for oils.
Oh, good husband.
I know, we've got the Serenity one now. So it's your funnel. Don't think that your group is going to attract people. Yes, I'm on a call.
Are you gonna come in my room?
I'll come in a little bit. Okay. Good night.
Hi.
So your
What's
Facebook group.
What's his name? Is it Super
Ezra.
Dad on Instagram?
Oh, Super Dad. Yeah, Super Dad 458.
Super Dad.
Yeah. So it's going to be your funnel. So it's not your attracting people. It is your, when you've attracted people, that's where you funnel them through so they can get more information.
Mm-hmm. Michelle says, do you leave it open or is closed?
I do it closed because there's a level of commitment when you have to join, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's silly. But then people aren't, because when people aren't joined, it's not going to show up in their feed because they're not interacting with the group. You know, they pop in when they want, they leave when they want. I like it closed. So yeah. I keep it that way. Plus it keeps the riffraff out. The people that just there. And so I
crazy old men. Goodbye. You're not going in the
group. you gotta be able to like knock people out of there, and you can't quite do that as well. Hi.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we'll let you go. We'll get back to putting them to bed. If you guys have any more questions, just tag Nicci, because she really is awesome. Like she's, I mean, I think you're going to be diamond within a few months. Really, the way you're going.
I'm working on it. I'm doing it. I'm going to.
I know she is, and when she puts her mind to something, she does it. So awesome. Thanks, Nicci, and thanks for like letting me.
All right, thanks, hon.
All right, do I have to let you out? Let's see. Or do you let yourself out?
Okay, I'm good.
There. Okay. Wow, you guys, isn't she awesome? I'm really glad that she was on. I know. Joey, get it, girl. She's awesome. Yeah, Nicci, thank you, thank you, thank you. And actually, several of my notes were things that she already covered. So don't worry, it's not going to be a super long call. She really is awesome. She's from A Farmhouse Full on YouTube and on Instagram. So follow her. She's awesome. She really does have as much energy as she was showing all the time. Like I said, she has 8 kids. She homeschools them. She has multiple other businesses that she's done, like an Etsy shop. They have a landscaping business. They have a home renovating, rehab or like rental business that she does. Oh, Jenny's on. That's her sister. Yay, Jenny. And she's the one who introduced us, actually, because Jenny was my old boss back in the day. Way before I even had kids, and then that's how I knew Jenny, and then she introduced me to Nicci, and we've been friends ever since. So Brittany says how, and so I'm not sure what the how was. How does she do it all? Maybe we don't know. That's a mystery. It's the oils. I don't know. She's done it before the oils. That she's born like that. Okay, you guys. So the next thing, well, I've got to talk about this really quick, and I don't want to take a ton of time because not every single person is registered, but we have to talk about the global conference, the doTERRA conference. If you want to learn more, just Google doTERRA conference 2017. It is sold out right now. There was a waiting list at one point. I don't know if there's still a waiting list, but if there is, get on the waiting list. Okay, you guys. I think they might open up new spots. I'm not sure yet, but please, please, please get on the waiting list. You want to go. The dates are September 6th through the 9th. If you guys are already enrolled, that's like a Wednesday, or signed up. That's a Wednesday through Friday, I believe. But that Tuesday, Elise is having a special training for our team at the Oil Life store on that Tuesday. I believe it's the 5th. So if you guys are making travel arrangements, get there by Tuesday. It's from 1 to 6 at Oil Life. We're going to do a special training from her, okay? So she's going to be flying in doing the training. It's so awesome. It's going to be worth it just to go to that training, right? So the conference does not do business training. The conference is oils, science, motivation, stories, like where the company's going, what causes we're in, recognition. It's just amazing. But the Tuesday is going to be the training, okay? And if you have the option, if they open the gala up, it's sold out now, but the gala is the diamond and above recognition that you want to go. Yes, Joey, Oil Life is dangerous. Yes, it is awesome. And it's just a wonderful building. It's right across from the doTERRA building. It's great. So if you guys are not enrolled or registered, please, I don't know if there's a way to get registered. The other thing I was going to say about it, when they first opened it up, we knew it was going to be crazy. So everyone bought their tickets, and I think most of you guys got hotels. So who got hotels? Who's going, for one? I'm going to put a Google doc out to like organize all this, but if you're registered, let me know who's registered, and did you get a hotel? Because some of you guys, I think the hotels are full or almost full. Some of you guys I know are rented houses for, like, you're going to share a house. I'm toying with the idea of trying to get a house for the whole team, just to see if I can get that. Claire has a house for her team. So let me know if you need a place. Let me know who's going. I know it happened crazy, and we haven't talked a lot about it since, but it is literally going to change your life. So Eric Worre, he wrote the GoPro, but he also has his GoPro website. He does trainings. Look him up on YouTube. Get on his email list. Everyone should know Eric Worre. He says your main goal the entire year, every meeting, is getting people for the entire year to go to the global conference. So our team, or our company's conference, right, is this one. Your whole goal is to get yourself there and your team. Okay, I know it sounds, if you've never been to a conference before, it sounds crazy. Like, what am I going to do at this conference? But I tell you, the people that go, they will explode in their business more than the people that don't go. But the people that go and bring people will obviously explode more, right? Because they're bringing people. And I've been to a lot of conferences before, and the number one thing that you are thinking when you're there is, I wish I brought more people. So if you have a team and they just got started, or maybe they're getting started next week, find a way to get them on the list, or email doTERRA, see if you can get on the list. Figure out a way to get yourself there, okay? Even if you have to, like, seriously cram 7 people into a room, you're gonna get there, okay? You just have to make it. So it's September 6th through the 8th, or the 6th through the 9th, but we're doing the special training at Oil Life from Elise on the 5th, okay? Maria, Google doTERRA Conference 2017, okay? I have a few things that I might go a minute or two over. Nicci talked about a lot of awesome things, and I didn't want to, like, not cut her off any sooner, right? Because she was awesome. But these are some of the things that have been coming up in conversations in the past week that I want to make sure I go over with you guys. So one, I'll say quickly, what does your calendar look like? Okay, if you are having problems getting new people, one of the things you need to do is look at your calendar. What did your calendar look like last week? What does it look like this week? Like, are you talking to people? Are you sampling people? You heard that Nicci did the 50 sample challenge that we did last month, and it has been really good for her. She's messaging like crazy, sampling. She also does a weekly oil class every single week, does not miss it. She does them online, and she does also wants them locally. So look at your calendar. So if you're wondering what the heck's going on, your answer is in your calendar. Okay, that's one of your answers. The other thing is you only grow as high as your personal growth. Okay, so if you are not working on personal development, it's going to be very hard for you to grow a business. I just want to be totally honest with you. And again, Nicci listens and reads like a mad woman. I don't think she sleeps, okay? But we all have the same product, we have the same company, we have the same economy. The only things that differ and vary between us are skills, our personal growth, consistency, and time, okay? So if you're consistent and you're putting in the time, the only thing that you are in control of is your skill and your personal growth. That means you have to be reading, you have to be listening to things, you have to be practicing, you have to be just constantly working on getting better. Practice talking to people. It could be the person at the checkout line, right? Practice talking to people and having conversations. One book that I reread this week was The 4-Year Career by Richard Bliss Brooke. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't have time to go into it. It is so good. I think every single person, that should be like a prereq. That's something that everyone has to read. It's like kind of non-negotiable, kind of like GoPro. You just have to read it. You're in the network marketing business. It shows in the book how to take a 40-year career, right, and you compress it into 4 years, right? And that's what we all would like to do. We want financial freedom, but time freedom, and it kind of maps it out what that would look like for you, and it is phenomenal. And the people that read it, they just grow. They do. So I've read that twice now. It's totally worth it. Hope you guys are enjoying the information from the Rhythm of Life that we talked about last week. But remember, you only grow as much as your growth. So your growth has to be number one, okay? We talked about the 80-20 rule. The last thing I'm just going to mention, then we're done here. I'll open it up if you have a question. Don't assume what people can afford, okay? So that's kind of a biggie because, we don't know their personal finances, and we also don't know their health. We don't know how bad somebody really wants a product. So it's kind of rude of us, right, to assume someone can afford something or not afford something. So the best way is to give them all the options and let them choose what's best for them. And when Megan had a really good example that she heard from somewhere. She said, like, let's say a guy or a girl, whatever, we're walking into a jewelry store, we're going to buy a beautiful ring, right? Maybe a guy is going to buy a beautiful ring for his fiance, and he's looking at this gorgeous diamond ring that he really wants to buy for her, right? But the jeweler looks at him and says, yeah, that is a beautiful ring, but why don't I take you over here? This is something that, I think would be good for you. And he takes him to like the smallest diamond in the whole store because he was assuming that's what he can afford. That's not rude, or that's rude, and that's not what he wants. He wants to give her the best. So we don't know what they want. We don't know how serious they are. All we can do is lay out the options and then let them choose their own option, what's best for them. So we can't be offended by any decision. All we're doing is really trying to help them with their needs. And we've done that multiple times where we've sold diamond kits to people that we had no idea wanted them. We didn't know they can afford them. We didn't know because we don't know their situation, but we laid it on the table and they bought a diamond kit. But if we said, hey, start here at this family essential kit, or I think that's too much for you, start here, they don't know. They'll just listen to us and they'll get the family essential kit, and then they'll maybe be mad later that they didn't get the extra discounts or whatever, So that is something, just keep in mind. You don't know, they might want the whole deal, and I don't want to rob that from somebody. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to say one more thing about the social media. I know Nicci was cutting out a little bit, but please post on social media, you guys. If you're not, first of all, you should be doing a weekly class, but your customers and your friends, they're watching what you're doing. So if you are like ghost town on Facebook or you never mention what you're doing, they think you're not even in business anymore. So one, people should know that you're in business, and two, they should know that you're enjoying the products, what products, you're growing, you're part of a team. Like, let that shine through you. And it doesn't have to be just doTERRA, doTERRA, doTERRA. It could be something like, Andrea had a really good post today that she's like, I'm just doing a wellness consultation tonight. I'm so happy that, you know, I love helping people. It had no mention of doTERRA, no mention of anything. It was just, this is what I'm up to tonight, right? Or you can say something like, well, of course, Nicci's going on a trip. So she's like, hey, I'm going on this trip. I'm so glad I said yes. You know, I said no to network marketing first, and then I'm so glad I didn't. So she went out in there and just said it, but it was her story. It wasn't just like, join me, join me, join me. It was like, hey, this is what happened to me since I've joined. So if you have some awesome things going on in your life, share it. If your team does, recognize them. Just be posting, but 80-20. So 80% life and 20% doTERRA. I like to squeeze in some doTERRA even with the life. If you're reading a good book, share it, talk about it. And the other thing is, please feel free to post in the Oil Club, because that is our whole team's Facebook page, right? So all of our customers are in there. If your customers are not in there, get them in there ASAP, right? But post in there, because your customers are watching you. It will come into their feed because you're friends with them, for one. But two, you show up as a leader, right? Because leaders are the ones posting and staying consistent and working on their business. So when they see you posting, they're like, she's a leader, right? Because you're working, you're doing things, but you're also educating, and then you're also letting your team copy and do the same thing. So everyone should be posting their stuff in the Oil Club. If you have a group too, post in your group, but also post in the Oil Club, because that's where your customers are, okay? And then everybody could benefit. And the more people we have posting, the more valuable our group is, and everyone's going to benefit, and everyone's going to rise up and bring more people, and it's going to be a great community. And as you all know, community is worth more than money or anything else. Like, people can't buy a community when they go buy their product on Amazon or whatever, you know? So they're part of their value is our group. And someone might post something that your customer needs to hear. So, okay, I was talking really quick because I want to get through all of that. You guys, I'll just stand for another minute or two. Do you guys have any questions for me? And you guys are having an awesome month. I'm just looking at some of the comments here about the thing. You have a reservation for hotel. So Joey has an extra reservation, it looks like. Megan's going to hotel. Yep. Okay, I have a hotel. Okay. I believe doTERRA is a website they did at one point, right? With all of the hotels, all the schedules, everything's going on. So maybe more hotels opened up. I don't know, because some people book blocks and then maybe they don't fill the blocks, so maybe they cancel, and so maybe if some opened up. So I would be calling these places regularly. All right, you guys, I don't see any questions. You guys are rocking. Again, congratulations to Nicci, Andrea, Amy, Robin, Allie, Amy, and Tamara. You guys are rocking it. You're showing up. You're getting the work done. And let's see, I got a question here at the bottom. Are you still booking one-on-one time with us? Are you talking to me? Yes, Sherry, go to my link. That's fine. I do offer that. So go ahead. All right, thanks, Joey. All right, you guys, have a great night. I enjoy our Monday nights together. I will talk to you guys soon. All right, keep rocking it. We only have a few more days of the month. Make this the best month. Bye.